Hello yogis, and welcome to this week's yin yoga practice. If you're looking for a nice, slow paced, still practice that focuses on creating healthy stress in the body, that's what yin yoga does. It's not about the stretch, it's about the stress in the body. It's very intentional. You are in the perfect place. My name is Jill Entignat, the lead trainer of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio, and this is our Friday Empower Yin Yoga practice. So if we think about yin, we are doing longer holds. We are wanting to find our edge, but not go beyond it. So how I do that in my practice is I come to the fullest expression of a posture, and then I back my way out to the point where I start to feel sensation, and I allow myself to be there. Then I come back to my breath, I focus my mind, and I just really allow myself to be immersed into that pose. You may want to have some props available to you. You may want to have some blocks. You may want to have a blanket. It really depends on your body and the needs of your body today. So let's go ahead and start our practice in our child's pose. You may want to have a blanket underneath your knees. If your knees are tender, bring the knees wide to the edges of the mat. Sink the hips back to the heels and then start to walk the fingers forward. Letting your forehead rest down on the mat and spreading your fingers out wide. Sink your awareness to your tailbone, press the tailbone back and walk the fingers forward. Let's come back to some rounds of deep breath. Let the mind center in on the breath. You can take a moment to acknowledge where you feel sensation in your body. Maybe in this pose there are pretty loud sensations that speak to you first, or maybe there is some subtle sensations that are there next. Just taking a moment to become really aware of the sensations. Sensation is the body's language. It's how the body communicates to us through us. And we use our yoga practice to really learn that language. So as you notice these sensations, rather than assume that you know what they are, I encourage you to get curious. Get curious. Is this tenderness? Is this tightness? Is this length? Is this compression? Start identifying really specifically what these sensations are. Sometimes we can label sensation just as straight up pain, but it isn't that. It's something else. So I encourage you to expand your physical vocabulary. Expand your experience of these postures. Let's take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Deep breath in. And full breath out. Take a couple more deep breaths here. You may notice as time passes
that the body invites you to shift deeper into your experience of the pose. Feel free to take that organic invitation. We're not here to force the body into something. We're here to create the space to allow the body to express itself into a shape. What is your experience of the shape? What is your experience of the mind in stillness? What is your experience of your emotions throughout this process? Bringing that awareness into all three levels of your being. Look forward. Let's press ourselves forward, coming all the way down onto the stomach, finding our Sphinx pose. So for your Sphinx pose, you really want your shoulders stacked over your elbows, forearms parallel to one another, and lengthen the crown of the head up. Tops of the feet press into the mat, and the legs are relatively close together. I encourage you here to spread the fingers out wide, lengthen the crown of the head to the ceiling away from the ears. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Again, let the sensations that you feel in the body draw you more deeply into the practice. Let's inhale, lift the nose to the ceiling, and exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the nose to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Take 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. Come back through center. Bring the elbows out wide, stack the palms on top of one another, and let the forehead rest into the palms. Let that low back relax. Let's even bend into the knees and shift the feet from side to side. Come through center, send the legs out long. Now we're going to start on the left side, bending into the knee and letting the inside edge of that left foot come down onto the floor of the mat. Creating some 90-degree angles from the knee or from the hip to the knee, from the knee to the ankle, and from the ankle to the toes. Notice where you feel this in your body. We're going to be here for a full 2 minutes. Connect to your breath. Don't worry, I'm watching the time. Just about 30 more seconds on this side. See if there's any organic release that you can bring in for these last 30 seconds. And let's send that left foot behind you. Press your toes into the mat. Create some elevation and some engagement. As you press the heel back, engage. Let's bend into the knee, lift the foot up, roll out the ankle, and then shift that foot from side to side. Send the left foot long, right leg comes up, out to the right. Create those 90-degree angles from the knee to the ankle to the toes, and from the hip to the knee. And we'll be here for 2 minutes. Let's connect to the breath. Maybe even engage that ujjayi breath, pressing the tongue against the roof of the mouth, taking inhales and exhales through the nose. Feeling that restriction in the back of the throat, feeling the expansion of the lungs, of the lung capacity. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath here. Send the right leg out behind you. Press the toes into the floor. Press the heel back. Feel that engagement through the leg. Lift that right foot up. Roll out the ankle. Shift the foot from side to side. Send it out long. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders as you press your body up. Sink your hips back to your heels. Let's bring the body forward. Press it back. Bring the body forward. Press it back. And bring the body forward. Press it back. Let's find a neutral tabletop position. And take that right foot, I'm actually going to come to face you. Let's actually take the right leg, send it out to the right, send it out to the right, and see if you can sink your hip back to your heel and then walk your fingers forward, letting your forehead rest down. So you can sink back as far as feels right in your body, and just allow yourself to be still there. Come back to your breath. Come back to your breath awareness. And let's press ourselves back up. Come up onto that knee and let's shift front to back. Your back toes can even be connected to the floor and you shift front to back. From here, we're going to shift ourselves onto our bottom. So bring that toe, that foot in, and let's reach to the right foot or reach down the front leg and reach that left hand overhead. And we'll be here opening up our side body. And just come to a point where you feel some stretch, some length. And come back to your breath. Bring the torso through center. As a counter stretch, we're going to take that back hand down, press the hips up, reach the right hand back for our stargazer. Bring the body back forward. Walk that body forward. Let's bring that right knee underneath. Find that tabletop. Shift your hips to the right, back to the heels, around to the left, and back around. Find those hip circles. Again, a nice counter movement from that right side opening. Come through center. We're going to take the left foot, send it out to the left, press the toes forward, sink the hips back to the heels, sink the chest down, and find this opening through that left side. Let's come back to our breath. Find that stillness. Observe. Stay curious about the body's communication through sensation. Press yourself up, and we're going to shift ourselves over so that that left leg is extended, and take the left hand, reaching for the left leg, maybe the inside, maybe the foot, maybe the ankle, maybe the calf, wherever, and then reach that right hand overhead. So we're really focusing on that side body length. And we'll be here, just breathe. Feeling sensation, coming into stillness. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. For our counter stretch, we're going to take that right hand, plant it down, press the hips up, reach that left hand up and back, counter stretch. And walk the hand back forward. And let's bring that left knee underneath the hip and shift the hips left, back, right, and forward. Find those hip circles. Let's come through center. Come on to our bottoms. Send the legs out long. Now we're going to come into our fallen tree pose on each side. So just come down onto your back. And what we're going to do for that is cactus out the arms, open through the chest. Bring the right foot to the inside edge of the left leg, anywhere along that left leg. And let the right knee come out. And let's come back to our breath. Allowing the right knee to fall open. And let's send the right foot forward, tuck the left foot into the inside edge of the right leg, keeping those arms cactus. This is a really nice opener for our chest. Let's bring both knees through center. Take a moment, squeeze them in. And then let's take our hands onto our knees and do some circles with the knees, bringing the knees apart and together, apart and together. Change direction, together and apart, together and apart. And then let's send the legs out long. Let the hands come down by your side as we settle in for our final resting pose. That nice Shavasana, closing down your eyes. And let's come back to our breath. Centering the mind. Slowly, gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes, roll out your wrists and ankles. Sending gratitude and appreciation throughout your body, especially your hips. Let's just bring the hands onto the hips and just kind of squeeze the hips a little bit, thanking the hips for all of the opening, all of the awareness. But most of all, what comes next, and that is the movement. Thanking our hips for the ease of movement as we move forward in our lives. Draw your knees into your chest, grab the backs of your legs, and rock yourself all the way up to seated. Finding that nice, grounded, easy seat, press your palms together, tuck your chin to your chest. Honoring your practice, honoring yourself for being here, for showing up on your mat. Thank you for joining me here on the Yogi Institute YouTube channel or in the on-demand library. It is always my honor to share this practice with others. If you enjoyed this class, be sure to like, favorite it, save, subscribe, share. Tell your friends about the channel. Tell your friends about the on-demand library. I truly believe that the more people on this earth that are practicing yoga, the better place we will all have to live. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste. Again, my name is Jill Entignat, the lead trainer of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio. If you would like a particular class created for a particular reason, maybe it is a condition, it's a challenge, maybe you need modifications, please leave a comment below this video and I will do my best to create that for you. Until we meet again, may your light be your guide.